Alright, so we're defining, I'm back over here. I guess I could move back over here. Defining the A shape is going to be on the 5th, because remember, when you play an A in regular guitar, the E, the low E, becomes the 5th of that A. So here's our A shape 5, and and we're going to the 3rd of it. So we go up and over 1, we're going a 5th to a 6th, and then to here. And lo and behold, that R lands on this white note here, which is an F. So I was right. It was going to be an F. I just, I've been so right and so wrong lately. I don't like to predict it. So there, and then we hit the 5th. Up here, the 5th would be in that nice A shape here, A-shaped F. So remember the E shape, and we can kind of put the diagram back together. The E shape is root 5, 3. This is in fiddle tuning now. You go to the 4th. Now, what are you really doing? Let's talk about moving patterns up and moving patterns down. Uh-oh. What happens when we move this pattern up? Say we've got 5 root and 3 over. If we move that pattern down, let's say, it matters. Let me find the reference for that. Alright, so here's the reference. And this is new. I did this early this morning. It's evening now. The wife's out, so it's about my only time I can make a video without having honey get in the show. So, easy rule for cello, fiddle, violin, that should be a V there. Cello, fiddle, guitar, whatever, 5-string chords and arpeggios. Bottom string shape logic. Bottom string shape is the new string shape. The new string shape. When we start on a 5 here, okay, we're going to go 5, right? Where are we? We're going to go 5, 3 root right there, right? 5, 3 root. Say this is the new, the cello fiddle string shapes reference to their bottom string, or reference to this top string. The problem is the reference here now isn't the same string. We get rid of the duplicate string kind of thing. This is the duplicate string down here. It is referenced to. This is the top string of the P5 can be referenced to the inverse of the bottom string of the P4. Easy rule. Bottom string shape logic. As you move each pattern up 1 string, the bottom string becomes the string shape 5th of that string shape. Okay, so that's what it is. So if we move this root, this whole thing up, and the 4 was there, that is 3, 4, 5. That's a C string shape. C is the 5th of the E string shape. Remember, the string shape, the cage string shapes, which are the labels on the accidentals for groups of little fragments, scale fragments, they go in a circle. We're not going in circles. We're looking at parts of that circle. Okay, 1, 4, 5. That's what we're looking at. The 5th of the E shape is the C shape. It's not the B shape. The 5th of the E shape is the C shape. Right? There's your C shape, the long one that extends down. That would be the 5th. Now, if you were doing it on the bar, you'd have to do the C7. Because you can only get half of that C shape, so we use the 7th because we can access it there. And that works for the minors too. So so that's what it is. You move the pattern up and you get the 5th of the string shape. I have a little problem showing you that right now. Look at this, miles and miles of this stuff. You know, but like here, if you have a D shape here, if you move that pattern up, you simply get the A shape. But look at the A shape. A shape starts 5-6 here. So A shape starts 5-6. So you move this pattern up and you simply have the A shape to play. So you just play the A shape there and it's the 5th of it. Okay, move this pattern up to play the A shape from the D shape and you get the 5th of it. Same thing with the guitar, right? Same thing. You know, you're moving a pattern up, but it's actually opposite with the guitar when you move it down. So when you have an E shape on guitar, you have an E shape on guitar, action fingers, move that little pattern down. It goes to the 5th. It's just when we go up here, we have the tuning third, and that's for music. That's to make things more musical. Okay, so it's the opposite on P4 guitar. That's all I wanted to say there. Okay, so we're back to our teeny tiny diagram. Our quarter in the sky, maybe 20 cents. This is it, folks. This teeny little thing that I came up with today. So to learn the shapes on the cello, fiddle, guitar, remember 5 strings, bottom 4 are cello, top 4 are fiddle, violin. Cello, fiddle, violin. Put them both together. 5-string fiddle, they call it. I call it cello fiddle. Okay, so that's what you come up with here. Remember, this is an E string moved down to the B string slot, doing a little dog leg to keep the strings together, tuned to its normal E. Also, the D is not changed. The D is the same D, and it's even in its position. The G string's taken off, put away for later, because what could we do with that G string? Well, we can down tune it to get that low B if we wanted. Well, we could try to tune it up to an E, a B there, but that would be taking it up an awful lot. We could experiment with that if that G string has that kind of stretchability. But it'd still be an octave below, so it'd be like this. And then we'd be hitting this guy instead of this. We'd be hitting this guy. Sorry. I had that before, and it sounds pretty good, but we don't want to like be jumping up and then down. So settle for 5-string. Here it is. This is the best way to learn your 5-string string shapes. The starting note, sorry for that digression. The starting note in the D shape, okay, is 2, but we're not going to play that 2. So what we're doing is we're pretending. Let's put Mr. Capo on. Actually, let's not. Let's because it's already down C tuned. So D is going to be here. We're going to start with 3. Now we're not going to play that 3 unless we have a capo here. Okay, so we would want to put Mr. Capo on the 2. Right there. That's where Mr. Capo would go. Not on the 3 though. You know, like trying to get open